Daily Dose of Darryl, Viewers Digest, January 31st through February 6th, all 7 segments. And remember, you can look in the information section, open it up, and find the spots where you can click to go to each day and fast forward. Also, we've included some QR codes for the Daily Dose of Darryl. Scan it with your phone, print it out, share it with others, and let them scan it. And we also have a new QR code for the website. It's a new website with a new QR code. Do the same thing and spread it around and share it with others. On this particular Daily Dose of Darryl Viewers Digest, I want us to look at the world. That's where we live, y'all. From the moon, you can see it's a small world after all. The world tour that went on in 2017 covered 30,000 miles and 63 days, uncovering beautiful people, cars, planes, boats, and trains. One of the highlights was Hobart, Tasmania, Australia, where the other Darryl R. Peebles lives. This entire episode is dedicated to Hobart and the beautiful people there. Enjoy and learn a lot from these wonderful people in Hobart, Tasmania. Monday Magic, the real magic's in our heart. Darryl R. Peebles, the Aussie, was a great host for the Tasmanian leg of the World Tour.
Off to one side. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing your host for tonight. It's Gavin Basketball. Gavin, it's me. And that's what I feel like today, because I'm going to say, ladies and gentlemen, would you please welcome Darryl Peebles. And this is the bloke from the door.
Thank you so much. Let me thank you for that welcome. I never know what to expect out of Darryl Peebles. That's true where I'm from, and I know it's true from here. We started September the 18th, flew to London, England, and from there we worked our way around the globe to the highlight of the entire trip. Tuesday Truth, the Lord Mayor, Honorable Sue Hickey. We have a mayor. We do not have a Lord Mayor. And I am so honored to be here to meet you. And I would like for you to come forward. About 2 years ago, I kept turning on the telly. Is it a telly here? And I began to see news reports all the time of people that were being stabbed and there was blowing up, and the news had so much of what I call bad stuff. And my feeling was that there are people all around the world, and most people wake up in the morning, they simply want to go to work, to volunteer at the homeless shelter, to come home, sip tea, see the children or grandchildren and go to bed. And that's why the world is still spinning so well. Most people are doing that. There's a small segment that's sort of messing it up for other people, and they get a lot of news. And I thought at that time, I felt like it was an inspiration from God that we could go and meet those people, identify those stories and people, and bring them back to our people and let them see that people look a bit different, sound a bit different, and sometimes act a bit different. They have different customs, but basically on the inside, a lot of people, and most people I think, are pretty much the same. And so that's been our process of getting to here. A bit, but this is for the city of Hobart, okay? And it's the 2017 Link the World with Love Through Service Award. Congratulations, you're given this award in honor for your unselfish service to your community by the Mayor's Office, the city of Graham, North Carolina, serving the people since 1851. The world is a better place because of you and your service. And that statement is for the people of Hobart and the ones that continue to serve faithfully. Thank you for your commitment to serve others. And his name is Mayor Jerry Peterman. He's the nicest guy. He's also a firefighter and has done so much for our city. And that's the picture of the little downtown area. I'm in a 85-foot aerial truck taking that picture, so you can't see the fire department, but it's right here where I am. And that's the little courthouse there. And so this is presented to you. Okay. And Rhonda, you can take a picture of this. Now the other thing is, this is not for the city of Hobart. This is for you. Because if you get into a position where you had to be elected, right? Okay, that's enough said. If you're willing to stick your neck out to try to serve people, you know, some people just get up and go to the homeless shelter and serve, and that's a lot. But when you have to be in front of people and you have to be willing to accept all the different opinions, it takes a certain amount of character and fortitude. And so this is for you. It says basically the same thing, but it's a bit different color. So you know that this is yours right here. And we hope you'll display that proudly as a reminder of that other people around the world appreciate people like you, that in your corner you're shining a light and you're doing things to make things better for them. And so we want you to Wednesday Wisdom, fire service, and much more. And I would like for you to make sure the department gets this one, and that the chief gets this one, okay? And that's your duty for that part today, is to make sure that happens. But hold on there, hold on. Okay? And then, I understand that you were, is it Mount Nelson?
That's right. Yeah.
And there's a lot of volunteers there, right?
Got 35 volunteers.
35 volunteers, and in the entire fire service, maybe 4,500 volunteers?
Around the state of Tasmania, yes.
4,500. Now, what if you had to pay all of those people a salary? That would be a challenge, wouldn't it?
Very much so.
And I found out that around the world, we have what we call professional firefighters, and they're trained. But these volunteers, which I happen to be one of, we go through the same training to be able to respond. And so I want you to be sure that Mount Nelson Fire Department gets this to hang proudly.
Thank you.
For that extra effort. They carry on a job, they get up and they respond and they go back to the job. And are you like the leader there, like the chief of that department? You're going to have to get one of these, you know. And this one is a slightly different color, so you know it's yours. That is for you too. And we want to thank you, and you be sure to thank all those people for that work that they do. It is work.
Yep.
And it's not just like going and sipping lemonade or something. It's
Not
hard
so.
work. And I wanted you to get a picture of this young man. I've got to read this out. Okay. They look at you, they think firefighter, right?
I hope so.
Yeah.
Not just a costume.
But he's a member of this community. He's an elder in his church. It's the Uniting Church in Australia. I serve Historic Providence Christian Church, which is a part of the Uniting Church. And so when I found out about the similarities between Darryl and I being born the same year, given the same name, wives born the same month, same year, blah, blah, same number of kids, fathers did the same thing. It's 53 things. Then I found out, well, what church do you go to? The Uniting Church. And then that's how I found out about some of these other people. You served on the board of the Uniting Care in Tasmania, and you're a board member of TADPAC. It's an independent, not-for-profit disability enterprise established by a group of people with disabilities. And you continue to do that. You're a board member of the Melanoma Tasmania, an active member, of course, and leader of the Tasmanian Fire Service Mount Nelson Volunteer Fire Brigade, and an active member of the Mount Nelson Primary School Parents and Friends. You're currently employed on top of all of that. You got like a job, right?
I think I'm there.
You know, I was wondering, how did Michelangelo do all this painting of the ceiling and chip out a perfect David on the side? You know, you might ought to take up sculpture and painting on the side. Paint the ceiling of the Uniting Church or something. But you still find time to control the audio desk at the annual Bawdy Panto at the Theatre Royal, working with the other darrylpeebles, and you're employed by Telstra as a group manager of solutions consultants in Southern Australia, and the principal architect of the Tasmanian Government Data Network.
That's the day job.
That's a high stuff there.
I think I'm there.
You know, when the government will turn the data over to somebody, you gotta have a little level of trust, right? Now, all of that basically means that our mayor gave me the authority, imagine that I could select people along the way, and I've gotten some resource people to help me with this, to give you an award from our mayor. It's not for the fire service, it's not for the day job. This is because you're a Renaissance man. You don't just settle for one thing. You try to help in many different ways and do different things. And so it says the same thing. It's a slightly different color, but it means it's yours. And you can frame this on your wall or wherever you'd like to. And we want you to have this thanking you for reaching out beyond the day job and all these many other, and you'll never know the impact you and these other people are making on people's lives until later beyond this world, I'm sure. But thank you for that.
Thank you.
And Thursday Thrill, Clarence Lions Club, Lion Terry Mather. Well, hello. It's a pleasure to be here today. I never thought I'd find another me either. I had made the statement, because of all these nutty things that I do one time years ago, I said, well, at least, God, I know that I'm the only nut in the world doing all these kind of crazy things. And then I Google my name and this thing pops up. Be careful in your conversations with God. But this right here is a Lions Club vest, and I think there may be someone here today named Terry Mather. Is that right?
That's him.
Where's Terry? Terry!
I don't know where they've got to. The fact we live the other side of the river, I think they forget how to get across here.
They don't know how to swim. Now, I want to tell you a little bit about Terry and the Lions Club.
Who have you been talking to?
Don't
take that.
some inside information. The Lions Club, I became involved several years ago. In doing that, I learned more and more. The main emphasis, of course, is we serve, and primarily to help vision and visually handicapped people and things like that, visually challenged. However, Lions Clubs can do anything to serve it. And then I discovered there are 46,000 Lions Clubs all around the world. So everywhere I was going, there's a Lions Club, and this is the 100th anniversary.
That's right.
And they said, do something big for your Lions Club. This is all I could pull off.
70 years here in this country.
70 years here. And so no matter where I planned this journey, there were Lions Clubs there. And that's remarkable to know that people wear these colors and little things. everywhere, and they're out there busy, sacrificing, doing. Now, this young man has been a member of the Lions. He started when he was 2. He's been there 40 years.
40 years on and off.
Yeah, but his employment at the ABC restricted his ability to participate as much as he would like, but Terry's role with the national broadcaster involved afternoon and evening shifts, which clashed with the Lions Club for many years. But since retiring, he has found time to become more active and moved his membership to the Clarence Lions Club because of many exciting projects. As well as his line service, he's been a driving force behind the annual ABC Giving Tree Initiative, having worked as the coordinator of this event. And since leaving the ASBC, he has been actively involved in community radio, both in and on the air role and in administration. In recognition of his community service, he was awarded an Order of Australia. Membership of Hobart FM Community Radio.
You've been doing your homework.
Yeah. I have never received an order like that. All my orders are, Darryl, do this. Darryl, do that. So you got a good order. That was
Came all
great.
the way from the Queen, too.
This is amazing. Now, this right here is for the Clarence Lions Club, to thank them for faithfully doing what they do here to help the community. And this one, you'll notice, is a slightly different color. Which means you hang on to this one. It's not from the Queen. It's not the Order of Australia.
Not from the President.
That's not from no, it's not. But this is yours, and I'm going to read it out loud. It says, the 2017 Link the World with Love Through Service Award. Congratulations. You are given this award in honor for your unselfish service to your community by the Alamance County Lions Club. You see, some of us. These are some club members' signatures. Wilson Boyd, the president, and me as one of the charter members and officers. And we present this with heartfelt thanks for you and the many people like you in this club.
Thank you.
And carry on the good work.
Thank you.
Friday Flashback, the North Hobart Uniting Church, Pastor Jeff Savage. It's my pleasure to meet you. I'm sorry, hold on a minute. Yes, thank you. I see it's changing back here. But, okay, now, I, having been also a pastor for a little over 40-something years, always, you know, there's a certain time when your years of service, you don't want to mention it because you got to be so old to be able to do it.
That's right.
But I do know firsthand that being a pastor looks good to a lot of people. Oh, this is he works 1 hour a week, and sometimes he only preaches 30. And I mean, everybody wants that. But it's like Lord Mayor's. When you finish getting off the podium, then you have to deal with Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And I know that people connect with you because they know you care about them. You share God's goodness with them. And they share with you many, many things they won't share with others. And I had a seminary professor that said there'll be about 3 times you're standing on holy ground. One is when you're standing at the grave of with a family of a lost loved one. And it will be when you have a couple standing before you, and when later they're standing there with a small child. And you've been able to share that with the lives of many, and you've reached out to the community, and you've done that without pressure. No one put a gun to your head and said, you've got to do this. You chose this freely. And you're like, oh yeah, you reminded me of that now. But this is for your church.
Excellent.
Because that body of faith continues. They're all different. I'm sure you got different people, but they work together because of the Spirit of Christ. And this is the 2017 Link the World with Love Through Service Award. It says the same thing, but that's got a picture of our little congregation. That's the exterior, that's the interior. And it's from historic Providence Christian Church, Graham, North Carolina. established and serving since 1763. Now, and when I'm going through all these other places, Greece, Athens, this doesn't sound very old. But for us, it's 13 years older than the United States. And so that'll give you a little perspective. And they've been faithfully serving there. And these are the church officer signatures, deacon board chair, and I as the pastor. And we want you to give this to your congregation and thank them for their service. This one's a slightly different color. There's a thing going on here. Well, no, I ran out of money. My goal was to have everybody's name printed on all of these, and then I realized where we're going and how many, and I said, not even I dare can pull that one off. But it's from the same heartfelt love, and this is for you to keep as a reminder that group of people is always looking to the leader, and they look to you, and you point them to the real leader. And thank you for doing that and all your efforts. Saturday Summary. Darryl R. Peebles and Elsa Steen pulling it all together, down under, down under. Elsa, to help coordinate those things, and they work together as a team, like my photographer out here. She's been just, Rhonda, I gotta say this, she taught school for 37 years. That's enough said right there, 37 years. High school English and literature and research papers. And she's from Missouri, the show me state, and she's a detail person. So I can't go wrong. She's like dotting the I's and crossing the T's, and has been very helpful all along the way for this. And I see you like that too. And when I first met Elsa, she said, down here they call him Sir Darryl because they go to him for everything. And she said, you're like him up there. And I'm like, well, he's like me down there. And I've learned that people like us, you can depend on them. And I'm so glad that I met you. I had no idea that it would be so much alike, and all we did. I Googled my name, and I saw where I had helped found a fraternity, and I was honored by the governor. And then I saw where I was doing magic shows in Tasmania. I'm thinking I would remember that, you know. That would sort of stand out. And then it was a guy, and I think what happened, I sent him an email to his agent, and they forwarded to him and said, some bloke in North Carolina is claiming to be you. Like identity theft. So that's kind of how we got together on all this. But this one is for you, Elsa, and for you, Darryl. Slightly different color, but it indicates it's yours. And I just cannot tell you how much I thank you. There was all these people that came out, the bagpipes, the reception, and a fire truck that was almost as old as me. And it's hard to find one, right, as old as we are. We were both born in 1949. And we both had hoped our parents would wait a bit longer so we could claim to be born in the 50s. Yeah. So it threw a whole decade on us. But that's why we're here, to thank you. I've had a picture of Hobart I've been looking at for 10 years or more, and a picture of Peebles, Scotland. And on this trip, we made it to both. And lovely places, but this was the highlight, to be able to be here in this wonderful place, to wake up this morning and see the beautiful sky, to learn that there's snow on the mountain, but there's sunshine over here, and we're looking forward to seeing more of Tasmania as well as Hobart in the next few days. So thank you. And I'll be happy to answer any questions, meet with you, share with you. If you have any other thoughts about what we're doing, I'll be happy to do any of that for you.
And of course, stay around for a nibble.
Oh, good. Saturday Summary. Celebrating and recognizing people who serve in Hobart, Tasmania, with Darryl R. Peebles, the Aussie. Lord Mayor Sue Hickey is honored for years of service, honoring the fire service and Chris Arnall, and Chief Andrew Johns for so much more. Lion Terry Mather, who received the Order of Australia, is recognized by the Alamance County Lions Club. The Uniting Church of North Hobart and Reverend Jeff Savage are recognized, and Elsa Steen and Darryl Peebles were perfect hosts for the Tasmanian leg of the World Tour. Thank you. Sunday Silence. Take a few moments of silence and reflect on these people in this episode and make a list of ways you can do more to reach out in service to others this week. Then pause and reflect on that list. I am darrylpeebles, the man behind the microphone at the Peebles Motivation Bureau, sending out something positive, personal, and professional every day. 3 divisions there: digital, real life, and print. Whether it's YouTube, doing a magic show, or authoring another book, or some custom artwork, we're there for you. Look over the list and let us know how we would be able to help you. Locally ordered books, I cover the tax, shipping, and they're signed. Contact me directly for those. You don't have to go to Amazon. You can just come see me. Some have already got this book and started their year-long journey of growth. There are group discounts for local churches and a special gift for the pastor. I really appreciate you, your ideas. Keep them coming to me, and look over this list. If there's anything there I can do to help you, let me know. These are the contact points. Contact me anytime. And this is Daily Dose of Darryl, encouraging you to go out and have a great day. Make it a great day. It's the only one you have. And our mission is responding to the free and gracious gift of God. I am using humor, the art of illusion, modern technology, and decades of serving God and communities to work every day to uncover the beauty in all people and experiences coming my way, endeavoring to educate, entertain, and inspire. Each dose on this channel can help move us toward a better, healthier, and more informed mind, body, and spirit. I'm excited to be a small part of the expanding of our capacity to learn, love, and forgive, and together leave this world a better place for all. God bless you.